The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were just like...
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the London Black Knights and our home team. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. Now they try the right side here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
What we got?
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
General West.
Watch the screen.
Put up. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
51's the mic.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Patterson. His throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Leo, hit it.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, high 7.
Check safety, check safety.
From the gun, Patterson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
I'm not so crazy about where they decided to run that play, but I like the play itself because if you continue to run it and show it, you're going to create openings that you hope to exploit later in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there. 47 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
36.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Go on.
Pull it together.
25, check 25.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Matchbox lights.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Snow. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ward. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Single. Check three. Watch twins.
Five.
Mike 51.
Ready.
On first and 10, Patterson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Delta.
15, check 15.
2.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Set, ready. 70, Indy.
Watch the flood.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 11.
Now.
Hey, check Mike 11. Watch the run.
Now.
To throw on third down, Patterson. And that is incomplete.
Patterson's pass. Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a London first down.
Let's go! Henry!
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14. Chargers 3.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Third down.
Here we go. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Ready, go.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Running right, Portis. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Nice, sweetheart.
From the gun, Patterson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line.
The 28-yard line.
Get your swerve on! Go! Under 10!
And they give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
The tackle by
55!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. It's been a long day for you. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Oh, try. 55. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Man up, D. Man up, D. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Go. Here we go.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this will be a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Yep.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
5.
Throwing after the interception. Patterson. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's going to be a long day.
Protein spill.
Check.
Go. Hey, Echo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, Patterson. Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
General West. Hey, Alpha.
Switch.
Now.
2nd and 6. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
51 to Mike.
Greystone travel. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check 24. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Check Mike.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Patterson. This is caught. It's Cooks. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Defense, let's go. Back. Nine the Mike.
Hey.
Off play action. Patterson. Throw right side going to be complete to Moss. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Set, ready? 60 or.
We got it. Watch twist.
61, matchbox lights. Yes. Hey, Haywood. Be Griffin.
Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Kill.
Get it.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
132 fighter.
8 yards on the loss brings up 2nd and goal.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Bell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready to break. 51. Tyler, 64, weak. Buzz. Five.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Trying to lay one up deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
51's the mic, boy. 51. I got wide.
They'll try and throw for it here. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 23-yard run as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie!
Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey! Watch the ship!
Hey!
SOS!
This is Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready.
Check Mike 11. Man.
22 jet bomber. Hey, zoom.
Bang.
Now.
Hey, check Mike 11. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now.
On third down, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And out of bounds, where will they spot it? At the 35-yard line, so great field position coming up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Right back to him on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on,
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
48, Chargers 3. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. Check 37. Check 30. Hey, wahoo.
Back to throw. Patterson. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert flare, flare. Slam. Jam. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Look at me. Zipper. Five.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm here all day.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass to the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they're sitting further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying,
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jordan Evans able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike, you don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Ready?
Now Bell. And an alley to run. Calling an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, back up. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Open man, it's Allen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
Check. First down.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled Charles the 11th. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Jackson now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And taken right at the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Here we go. Set. Chain 2 stop. Topper. Topper. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, exit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Ready to go. Come on, D. Hey, Mike 50. Bravo.
To throw again. Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
The Chargers on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun. Patterson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
And they give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, Haywood. Yo, go, go.
51 to Mike. 51 Smith.
Let's go. Hit it.
From the gun, Patterson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
To throw on 2nd down, Patterson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 16.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... You know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 74 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Yes. Ready.
They'll try and run for it here with Portis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Third and goal.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Back to throw. Patterson. And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 30, 10, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 4, 61, matchbox lights. Shoot. Hey. Let go.
Throwing again. Patterson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Wahoo!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1.